trying this
simulcast.
I'm at a complete loss as to why this is so bad today. Let's see if this catches up. So it appears to have ironed itself out.
I don't even know like what's normal and is 39.7%
we're just watching this.
okay?
We're watching this number to see if this number increases. We'll give them a second to So it does appear like maybe whatever the issues we were having with our live stream have been ironed out. So we're just going to watch that number and see what's going on there. Long story short, we were having some issues with our live stream, and so we've gone live a couple of different times trying to essentially work out whatever kinks were there. We restarted our computer, which is a valuable lesson. How often does restarting your computer fix your problem?
Patrick always says, restart your computer, and then I try like 20 other things, and I spend like 15 more minutes, and then I don't do that anymore. When he tells me now, I just restart my computer.
I don't even have to tell her now. Sometimes she just restarts her computer.
Yeah. And then he goes, did you restart your computer? And I did. I go about 20 times. He doesn't tell me. It's like one of the first things I do and one of the first things I'll recommend for you ladies.
So when you're having a computer problem, when you're having a machine problem, sometimes the computer's having a hiccup. Turn it off, turn it on again. Start fresh, clear the cache, and see if it works. And like an amazing amount of time it does. And so it's like rethreading and making sure to get your take-up lever. So anyways, restart your computer when things happen. I think it fixed our problem. I'm not seeing a problem right now. So hopefully we are good. And same thing with cell phones. Very true. Same thing. Sewing machines. All right. So we're going to give this a try again today. So we are going to give away a vacuum. Woo! I am not stingy.
And you know what, ladies? We carry nice vacuums. You're going to get a nice vacuum. You're not going to get some cheapy. Well, right?
You know what's the
we don't have anything
thing?
that nice.
I had a customer yesterday that was like super upset with me because she came in and she's like, I love my Shark. I've had like 8 of them. And I was like, did you hear what you're saying?
I think they love them.
How many nice vacuums could you have purchased for those 8
Sharks? Yeah, what if
pieces of garbage?
Patrick, don't say that. People have them. And we know you love them, but they're made to last for like a year and a half.
That literally, it's
sell,
like, I think the industry statistic is a Shark buyer buys a new vacuum every 26 to 28 months.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
And we sell vacuums that are like the ones your parents bought that they still have. You know, remember those?
Yeah.
That's what we sell.
So,
or that's
this
what
is
we
a good
that's what
segue.
we give away.
This is a good segue to talking about quality and value. So on the way to work today,
quality and value,
we were talking about thread. So first and foremost, there's been a tremendous amount of support for the thread.
Okay, let's talk about that
sale.
really quickly. So the OESD thread sale will continue on through Monday. If you look at our thread, it's been ravaged.
Well, but here's the thing. Online, we had to enforce map pricing. So the price online is going to show $6.49.
Yeah, pricing went up on
So we had to do that. We'll discount it and
I've been giving you your discount. I've been giving you your.
So we'll discount it from the original $5.99 if you make your purchase, but online, that price did go up on Thursday. We've been talking about it for a week, and that is essentially what we need to do. And I was not trying to insult anybody's vacuum, but if you came into my store, I could show you a demo in 30 seconds. And as soon as you saw it, you'd be like, my vacuum doesn't pick that up.
Yeah.
My vacuum doesn't get that stuff. And as soon as you saw it, you'd realize what you're leaving in your carpet.
Yes.
So, but regarding Thread, it's there. Sale is up until Monday. We love the support that we've received.
And
Thank you so very much.
I'll price adjust that. So you can just do your purchase online, or you can email me. And Rolo is right. We are closed. We're actually going to be closed tomorrow.
We are closed tomorrow, and we're leaving today at 4.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. You guys have seen Jeannie this morning. She needs to go home at 4. So we're going home at 4.
So
sometimes I put my foot down with my personal time. Today I'm putting my foot down with Jeannie's personal time.
No, I'm staying till when my work is done.
Jeannie needs to go home.
So
okay.
Wait, but let's just talk about as far as Thread, we may or may not have what you need right now, but I just reordered everything.
I mean, we were going through it yesterday.
As long as you send me your order by Monday, then I'll apply the discount to that. And remember, it's 1 to 10 is 20% off. 11 to 20 is 25% off.
Over 21 is 30% off.
Yeah, anything
so
over
just
20
get
is
over
30.
21.
And I've gotten emails about, does it include Yemet? Does it include their bobbin thread? Does it include all Isacord? And OESD thread.
All OESD stuff and
all OESD, yeah.
Stabilizer and thread.
Oh yeah, and stabilizer. Whatever stabilizer we have, we should have been more prepared for this. Because not everything is on our website. So just email me whatever
all the thread
you
colors
want.
are there, though.
No, but our stabilizer's not all there.
Right.
So, and it's 1 to 3 is 20% off, 4 to 6 is 25% off, and then anything 7 and over is 30% off. And it includes Baby Lock stabilizer. And somebody emailed me and said, oh, it's not on the site. So whatever you want, just email me. Say, I want this stabilizer. As long as it's Baby Lock and OESD, we'll apply the sale.
So over $80 spent gets the current 2022 OESD holiday collection.
It's this one's cards and ornaments. Aren't they cute?
So everybody who's purchased 21 or over has qualified.
I'm getting confused though. I'm like, did I give them their CD? So if you don't get your CD, or if you did a purchase, it has to be OESD product, because this is an OESD promo. And so it's got to be OESD product. So if you're getting one thing of thread and then you got all this other stuff, that doesn't count. It needs to be OESD product, and it's not the retail price. It's going to be the
sale price.
Yeah.
So the other thing too with these is, we have limited numbers of them, and with the cost involved, we'll try to give everybody who spends over $80 one, but it's not like every time you spend $80, you're going to get another copy.
Although starting now, this is for September. So if you want to space out your spending, this promo goes on for September, October, and November. So next month there will be another promo CD, and then the following month there'll be another promo CD. So I will try and get you all of your promo CDs for the season.
Okay, so not even last, but let's talk a little bit about quality and thread. So anybody who's dealt with me on the vacuum side or on the sewing machine side has heard me talk about, I'm an opinionated vacuum guy or I'm an opinionated sewing guy. And the reality is, the example that I use all the time is, we were the 4th largest Janome dealer in the world. We gave up the brand in 2018. And if you own a Janome, I'm not bad mouthing your Janome, but there were things that we really liked about a couple machines, and we sold a ton of those. There were other machines where we just did not think the value was competitive with what we were selling from our Baby Lock and Brother line. And so that's a great example of how we function. I really struggle to sell something if I don't believe in it. So sometimes people will come in and they'll ask me about a product that I have or that I can sell, and I'll tell you why I'm not happy about selling that product. And sound should be totally fine. So,
is that anything? That
no, we're not dropping frames. Is anybody else struggling to hear us? Or is it just Rolo?
We should do like a live feed where we just like...
We just mimic.
We'll be like, and the secret is...
So we were talking this morning driving into the store about thread. And so we have been selling the Wonderfill product line for a long time. Now, part of the reason we brought Wonderfill in was we used Wonderfill and we went, this is really nice. It's pretty. And it's like $1, sometimes $2 or $3 lesser expensive
was good
than other thread. And so,
but high quality.
It was super high quality,
good value, great
value, lower price. To call it what it is, we brought in Isacord, and we learned a lesson in what you ladies want.
Yeah.
I mean, the reality was there's nothing wrong with our Wonderfill thread. With the remaining Wonderfill embroidery thread that we have at 40% off.
No, it's at half off. Should
it's at 50% off?
Should we throw it in a thing and you guys can...
I mean, that's a steal. But we brought that thread in because we just went, other stores in the area have Isacord, and the reality is,
but that's not why we brought.
Well, we just thought it was something that was lacking in Reno too. Like,
no.
Okay, well, I was wrong.
Okay, I guess I made the choice to bring Isacord in because, number one, the colors. Like with Wonderfill, we only had 200 colors. With Isacord, you get 423 colors. And we're talking just the regular, normal embroidery thread. Of course, there's the other lines have all sorts of other, they have a huge selection of thread with different lines and different products. And Isacord, I think, was a brand that was more recognized. It's the brand that
on
OESD.
The whole bundle, like, is that all the remaining?
Are we talking about the thread?
All the remaining colors of Wonderfill?
Or no, I think, are you talking about Isacord? And because I'll give you an amazing price on that if you want to get all the colors. So, and I was one of those people that I would call myself, this is bad to say, a I used any brand. It didn't matter. I started out with Marathon. I love that thread. I still love that thread to this day.
That thread is for the price point of those bundles is great.
Yeah.
I mean, the dime bundles that we sell, the exquisite thread.
Amazing. Glide. Amazing. So there's so many different threads out there, but you don't have, if you've been in our store.
The all the remaining colors from Wonderfill. We'll count them up and I'll text you a price, Rolo.
Okay. So I used to just use whatever. I do a lot of OESD, and it's nice to match your colors. So it's been a super popular line of embroidery thread. So what we were thinking is, Gail, I know you love our confetti and 2D. I love our confetti and 2D.
I think that stuff is as good, if not better, than almost everything else out there.
Yeah,
and the price point's better.
The price point is
why
better.
We've carried it.
And it is just as nice as Aurifil, if not nicer.
There's no rebound to it like you have with Aurifil.
With the bounce.
Yeah.
You get a little, but it's not as
and it's
much
not as linty.
It's not as linty as Aurifil is. Because I have Aurifil and I have my confetti and tutti. I love the confetti and the tutti. That's kind of my choice. But it is a line
It's a dog. It doesn't move.
It doesn't move. It moves a little bit.
We don't sell a lot of it, though.
It does, but it is not a destination thread. It's
Right.
not like I go to A1 because I'm going to go get my tutti and confetti.
So there's a question in here for the major giveaway we're doing next Tuesday. But here's a suggestion for that question, because here's one of the things that I don't know, right? Is it that our customers haven't had the experience with confetti and tutti yet to let them know what a great buy that thread really is? So they're not looking for it.
We haven't done our job.
So we haven't done our job. So, or is it that no matter what we do, you just want to see a different thread line? So there's a two-part question here.
Christine said keep them simple, because when we asked the question,
right?
But my question really is, and we've asked this before, but I really, really want to figure out what's going on if we're going to make this switch. Is I want to know what they're using for their sewing, for their piecing, so we're good with Isacord. That's going to be what we're carrying for our embroidery thread.
We're contemplating a switch in the line of our sewing thread, but I'm going to throw this question out.
That's the problem.
If we
When you say you haven't heard of that brand of thread,
that's
are you
been in
saying
our
that
store for 4 years.
You've never heard of Wonderfill? And I go, they need to up their game with their marketing.
Well, no, but so here's my question. So why don't let's do a Wonderfill thread sale. Now, the challenge with that is we don't have those colors on the website and stuff like that.
Oh, that's easy to put up.
But
I need to restock.
But
yes.
Part of me goes, if we did a better job in marketing that thread and getting that thread into ladies' hands and letting the ladies know what a wonderful thread Wonderfill really is, would we create the interest that was there? Because like I said,
do we just capitalize on
what they want?
Give
them what they want.
Wait, I always say, you feed them what they want. Ladies, what do you want me to feed you? Open wide, I'll give it to you. Wait, before we go up there, there was a question up here, but from Mary Ellen Krebs about, do we recommend pre-wound bobbins? Absolutely. I recommend pre-wound bobbins with your embroidery. Not all pre-wound bobbins. So let's qualify that. And what we use in the store is we use Filtech pre-wound bobbins, and they are not picky. Sometimes we have issues with people that buy these bobbins on Amazon.
So there's Bro Thread bobbins is actually
what
it's called Bro Thread, and so that's a recent one. But we had an issue in the store, like there was a sewing group. This goes back a number of years. And it was really weird because they were bringing in these embroideries that were like, this was on the Destiny where the embroideries were perfect. And this entire group of ladies, like 15 of them or 20 of them, were bringing in these kind of disastrous looking embroideries. And we would sit and use the machines in the store. And we always use our thread because we try to remove X factors,
variable.
Right? And the machines would stitch beautifully, and then they'd go home, and then they'd come back, and then they'd go home, and then they'd come back. And finally, this was early in our days of running the shop, and we just hadn't learned this. Like at this point now, if you're really struggling with something, we're like, listen, come in, do it in the store. That way we can see what's going on. We can see what you're using. Because a lot of times we don't get 100% of the information.
We're like, leave it threaded the way it's threaded. Bring it hooped. Bring me the thread that you're using, the needles, and then we can look
And then we can
go,
actually see
okay,
what's
it's
going
this.
on. Like
Yeah.
I just had a machine in the store the other day where like the needle was in backwards. And so, you know, it was a scenario where we had two of these ladies come in one day and they sat down, and as soon as they started their embroidery, it was awful. And I walked up and I pulled everything out of the machine to kind of go, what is going on? And I pulled these bobbins out of the machine, and you can see it. Like,
It's
as soon
super silky.
as soon as you see it,
like
you
that one, and
realize,
there's no bobbin tension.
and this was not the bro thread example, but this was
bro thread. Who's using bro?
well, so it's like brother but bro thread or whatever.
Okay.
So, and they're being marketed on Amazon as brother pre-round bobbins,
but
the brand is bra thread.
Okay.
And so, and we've seen those too, and it's weird because you can almost see how not spun that thread is. That bra thread, like you run your fingers along it, and it's like rough. It's like you could feel it. That's what.
That's the thick cottony stuff.
That's the stuff that.
Yeah.
So long story short, this stuff, and it was funny because like we literally pulled their bobbins out and we put their bobbins that like. Filtech bobbins in, and everything was beautiful. This is why we weren't figuring it out in the store. And what was happening was there was a sewing group in a community being led by somebody that was using these very inexpensive Amazon bobbins, and some of the machines just really did not like those bobbins. Like it was like as soon as you put Filtech bobbins in there, everything was perfect.
Yeah. So we recommend Filtech bobbins, and they make them for sewing and embroidery.
Deco bobbins are awesome too.
Deco bobbins are great. Magnaglides are great. So, but there is that brand on Amazon that we've had some issues with that the ladies have come in with, and as soon as I take the bobbin out, I can feel it. There's like absolutely no bobbin tension, and it's silky. It's like it's slick.
Well, and that other stuff, it's weird. You can almost see the weave in it. Like if you pull the thread out like this, you're like, as soon as you look at it, you could see it's
Patrick's
not
really
Filtech.
good. He'll look at somebody will bring a machine and he'll be across the room. He's like, the needle's bent. I'm like, how did you see that?
Well, it sounds like a certain way.
So we recommend pre-wounds, but there are, you want to use a good quality pre-wound bobbin.
And listen, like finish line, like a lot of that stuff is totally fine. But you do get what you pay for. Like
at this point, quilting bobbins, I'm all about the pre-wounds, the M bobbins in your long arm machines. You just don't battle with the tension when you have it a little bit lighter, and that's like the perfect combination. A little bit lighter in your bobbin than in your upper. So yeah, we recommend pre-wounds for sure.
So all right. So let's give them the actual question though. So is the question just what are you using what brand are you using for your
piecing?
For your piecing.
Is that so? We're really looking to think about switching what we carry for piecing. Kitty Ann, I piece with Deco Bob. So, and maybe it looks like you might piece with Deco Bob and Invisifil. I would have problems giving up my Deco Bob. But Deco Bob and Invisifil.
Yeah, we sell Deco Bob and Invisifil, but not the way we sell our Isacord.
We do not sell that. Like we sell the black, the white, the cream, the tan.
Those are quilting colors though for most people.
Yeah,
like most
that's
people
what we sell, and then the rest
that.
sits. So it would be nice to kind of figure that out. Because we are thinking about making a switch over. Not stick with the thread. See, this is a problem. They haven't heard of it, and we've had it for 4 years.
Well, but
right?
we've pushed it. Anytime somebody comes in looking for cotton, maybe you didn't realize that we had cotton thread.
It's the same thing. Give it a shape like this. Follow the shape.
Yeah.
Metler.
That was okay.
That was
Metler's
actually the example she used in the car this
Metler's
morning.
been the one that I've been thinking about. So when you bring your machine in and it gets serviced here, the boys use Metler.
But that's
they
an
use
actual
Metrocine.
that's an actual product that's recommended by Baby Lock and Brother service. Like that is the thread that they want us to use for stitch outs.
Nobody ever told me that. I just bought it.
Yeah, no, that is literally.
How did
what
I know?
they-
No, nobody ever told me that. I just started, because it's just like a good quality thread. So that is, I really want to know, like Metler. How many of you use Metler? And this isn't, the question is, what thread are you using for your piecing?
Baby Lock recommended Metler. So, yeah, and that's actually like Baby Lock and Brother recommend this Metler Metrocine that we use. It's a cottonized polyester,
Yeah.
and that's what they recommend for us to use in service. So it's a little bit of a stronger thread. It's not linty like a straight cotton, and it's awesome. Hey, we've got folks in the shop. So
Was there anything else that we needed? I'm hoping to.
We are off tomorrow. No work tomorrow.
So even on this one,
We're leaving at 4 today.
the plastic and then make sure that
I'm dragging,
you do need
kicking
to
and
have
screaming
take up levers in the right position.
Jeannie out of the store at 4.
You're not going to catch it.
Do we have anything? Oh, next week. Okay, next week's the fabric sale.
Well, but I think next week too, could we do the 2D and confetti too?
No, we'll do, after we do the fabric, then we'll do a Wonderfill sale.
Deco Bob and
Well,
Visafil 2D and confetti. And I will put together.
But I don't want to stock up if we're going to switch out.
Well, let's see what the ladies say about.
Maybe it'll be a clearance sale.
Okay.
It could
Yeah.
be. It could
Let
be.
us know what you want to see as far as thread. We want to
Yes.
feed you what you want.
Yeah. Open wide.
What do
No,
you
just
want?
kidding.
I wanna. What was that song?
It's Spice
Gwen
Girls.
Stefani or
Spice
something?
Girls.
Oh.
Remember, we would be like with the kids. We do like a duet. We'd be like, "Tell me what you want. What you really want." Remember?
Remember drawing faces?
No, Patrick. We don't need to talk. Oh, I need
We
to
used
show
to do
you.
dinner and a show for the kids. It was the
So-
only way to get twins to eat.
Yeah. Remember spaghetti and like the pictures are like classic, and I'm sure you have them with your kids. But when they first start eating and they just cover themselves in food, they're like.
Our kids would be so distracted they wouldn't eat, so we would entertain them with a show. One of us would provide.
One of us would be
entertainment,
dancing, and then
the
the other one
would be like shoving food.
Well, they're
into
because they'd
kids'
be
mouths.
laughing. They'd be laughing, and then we just like the other person would be shoving the spoon in their
I hope you
mouth.
have videos of
Our
that.
house is a pretty good time.
I wanted to show you. So Dana, what?
Oh my God, we do have videos.
You got to be careful what you say and do these days, right? Everything's in print, filmed.
Do you know how much of our lives is on this thing?
We tell you. Yeah, Gail. You know what? You're right. You know what, ladies?
Bye, Wonderfil. All right, hey, I
Okay.
gotta get going. Bye, ladies.
I want to show
We'll
you a
see
couple of
next
things.
week.
Patrick's going to take up, and I'm just going to show you a couple of things. I'm going to let him scoot on by. So I wanted to show you these because these were so fantastic. Dana did these. And Dana's one of the gals that works here at the store, and she's prolific. She is like, when she does something, she does like a million of them. She's the one that stitched out all those beautiful examples, those OESD samples. But she stitched out a whole bunch, and this is what you can do with when you're thinking outside the box. I know we kit things, but you can just use your own fabrics. She did all of these, and these are the October 31st bench pillow Kimberbell designs. So, and I just wanted to show them to you really quickly because they're so cute, and you're gonna be like, how? It's like a clown car. How many am I gonna pull out of the bag? So are these just absolutely adorable? There's don't you love it? And you know what makes it? It's that applique fabric that she used, don't you think? That is, oh, look how cute this one is. Is this adorable? Where did, Dana, are you on there? Where did this holographic, do we have this? Is this something we have that I don't even know about? So these are so cute. She's got everything. This holographic stuff is just so cool. Look at the little skull fabric that she used. Some good old glitter. And I love the purple ones. I got to tell you, the purple ones are my favorite ones. Don't you just love that? This was a fabric here in the store. This is glow-in-the-dark fabric. We sold out of that super fast from Ben Artex. And love them. So I just wanted to show you those and give her a little shout out for making something so amazing. And then the class. So Michelle is doing the apron class. So get ready for your Zoom, ladies, because she's going to be getting that started. If you can't make it, we will send you a link. If you didn't get the link, don't email, call the store. We'll get it to you if you want to get in on that Zoom class, even if you want to watch it or if you want to watch it later. It's going to be a public video. So if you don't do it now, you'll be able to get online. And the class is going to be called, I think it's the I Like to Party apron, right? So, next week, let's just make sure that we have online when I started. And Dana's doing a lot of that online. Oh, okay, so she did get that product online. She's got a 10 needle, so she gets on that 10 needle and just kind of loads it up. I did want to see if we had any. I was looking at our class list. I'm like, we need to put some more classes up there. So we'll get some other classes on the calendar. Coming up. We're in September, right? Because we haven't talked about this at all.
So, and everything in between for every budget.
I'm like, what day is it?
We're we are changing in some.
I'm confused because we are doing
Brands are doing their.
our dealer. We're doing it today. I have it on next week too. You know what? I think we're just playing a lot of catch up and working on content next week. So the only class I have up for next week is going to be on Friday, and it's going to be a Solaris and Luminaire sewing class. If you have never taken that class, and you got your machine here, we can just go ahead and put you in that. If you are from out of town and you got your machine someplace else, it's a 3-hour class. The cost is $21. I'll make sure it's up on the calendar if you want to sign up for that one. And then the week after, Paradise is going to be back in session. I think Donna's working on something else that's absolutely incredible. So, but Paradise will be going on. We also have that is not going on. I'm doing my second poinsettia class. So I'll have to bring that sample. I'll bring it back in next week because I'm still working on it, like finishing it. But we're going to be working with the Stitch Delight patterns. And we did get more of those panels in too. So if you need a panel, I got the pink ones in. I'll show it off next week when we do our fabric sale. Those will be on part of the fabric sale as well. And then there's a Solaris and Luminaire embroidery class that's going to be happening. The week after, we've got an edge-to-edge class that's going to be going on and a Serger 1. So if you feel like you're not proficient with your Baby Lock Serger, that's going to be happening on the 23rd. Get signed up for that. It's a great class. I'll show you everything you need to know about your serger. And I'll have samples. I'm gonna be working on some content as well as Michelle. She's getting another edge-to-edge, something for the multi-needle, and we'll get some scan and cut stuff up there. So let me make sure I answered all the questions. And twins are great after getting out their wisdom teeth. The hardest thing for them was not being able to eat everything they want to eat. And I think that's it. So go ahead and make sure you answer that question. We're going to give away a vacuum next week. It's a big prize. And if you're from out of town, you have to pay for shipping, but who cares? You're going to get something amazing. Have a great weekend. We will see you next week. Be creative.